fast-tracking the recognition of these two vaccines in India. One is Covaxin and one is Covishield. Speaker Sir, lots has been spoken in the House and lots has been said. When this resolution was very strictly restricted to congratulating the Prime Minister on ensuring we roll out these vaccines and also to congratulate him, and also it's very clearly mentioned here that there are several places and countries other than India which have asked for these vaccines. I would like to at the outset thank my Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Sawant for supporting our department and taking the initiative initially when COVID started. Under the guidance of the Honorable Prime Minister, which initially started, and along with the Health Minister of the country, Shri Narendra Modi ji guided us all through. Shri Harshvardhan ji also guided us on a regular basis. And the Chief Minister, myself, and the whole team. The Chief Minister has been always proactive. We have been in touch in and out of hospitals. And I think, the congratulatory motion was very restrictive. It was very specific today because India has achieved something very at a different level, where we have introduced and Indian companies based out of India, the Serum Institute and this other biotech, Bharat Biotech, which have brought out these vaccines. I do understand, I do also read a lot of papers that the third phase of trials are still pending and other things. These are all technical terms, and there are experts who are responsible to introduce these vaccines in the country. Speaker Sir, when speaking of all this, I would like to just take about 5 minutes just to mention about what all happened. Actually, Honorable Chief Minister and myself are direct witnesses to exactly what was happening when COVID struck. Each one of us had a view of what needs to be done and what has to be done. A lot of people have spoken in the opposition and a lot of people had their own views. But I always believe that one should always speak the truth and understand and know exactly what has actually happened and what happens. By just making a mere statement or using it for, like the Honorable Leader of Opposition said, that this is a very specific congratulatory motion and one should use it to congratulate the Honorable Prime Minister for doing this such a major step and taking this forward. But since lots has been said, as a Health Minister of State under the government and leadership of Dr. Pramod Sawant, I would like to make a point. COVID was something totally new. Until today, COVID is something new. And though there are vaccinations, there are so many questions being asked for vaccinations, not only here, but we do read about things happening in Norway, we do read things about happening in the UK, we read things what the Moderna's experience is in the US. Today, my friend Cleophas today, actually, if you go to see Speaker Sir, he already had COVID and he has actually, this is like his second life for him. And he still wears a mask. And many of us don't believe that this mask is as important because it's already been said that even after getting COVID, for a specific period of time, even after the injection, you need to wear a mask in order to be safe. Speaker Sir, this government has spent, actually the other day there was a discussion in the cabinet where we said we will take out exactly the cost per patient that the state of government has spent on the patients suffering from COVID. I would like to also mention to the, to the House that the Chief Minister has not been, Chief Minister has been very supportive and there's never been any kind of a shortage of any kind. The Bharatiya Janata Party government, which is ruling the state of Goa, has ensured that every citizen in the state of Goa is not denied any kind of treatment. Actually, when Cleophas was admitted and immediately during that period itself, all the deficiencies, we had to understand actually how to deal with the situation. There was a time, Speaker Sir, where contractual jobs, more than thousands of people used to apply for contractual jobs. And there was also a time when COVID struck and then the fear of COVID was there. For posts, there were nobody wanting to and were not ready to apply for those posts. We had to ask our colleagues and friends, please send people, but this never happened. But today when you advertise, you have thousands of applications of people who want to apply for the same post, understanding that COVID is coming under control in the state of Goa. There are a lot of criticisms, all fine, that's all fair, that you can criticize, but also criticize and also praise the government for what good it has done. This government has taken every step that is required. Our workers, our outsourced workers, our facility management people, our doctors, nurses, our Dean Goa Medical College, Dr. Bandekar, Dr. Disa, who himself suffered from COVID, and all our doctors and a team of doctors headed by our Director Health Services and the Dean Goa Medical College did a fantastic job in handling COVID. None of us knew how it was moving. Last whole year, without rest, each and every doctor has been doing his best to see that they provide every Goan with the best kind of treatment. I would like to share with you that there are prominent people from outside the state of Goa also, Speaker Sir, who took treatment in the Goa Medical College. A lot of our legislators also took it. Ultimately, even private hospitals came on board, they gave good treatment. Ultimately, there are several questions I would like to also ask a lot of people, a lot of my colleagues, that please read exactly what is happening globally. Ultimately, freedom has been given to the experts in every respective state. Many times people ask questions on plasma. But then what our experts decided and what our experts felt and how we have saved people's lives and how it has acted in a combination of remdesivir and plasma and steroids together, we have gone as per those protocols. And our Director Health Services also, we found that his saturation improved after giving plasma. Speaker Sir, lots has been done here in the state of Goa. We have now today got the state-of-art hospital that to manage COVID, there's the South Goa District Hospital. The ESI hospital and the doctors there also did a fantastic job. And in addition, the type of medication that is provided free of charge is only free of charge in the state of Goa. Testing is free of charge in the state of Goa, while in other states it is not so. Initially we had a problem because the spike was high. And today we are prepared for any kind of situation that arises out of COVID because we have learned through our experiences and we are learning today. Mr. Dawlikar mentioned clearly that he spoke only because I was in touch with him continuously when the COVID struck him and his family. It is not something that is very happy situation, but it is something that is a very stressful situation for him and his family. All what we were fighting for is to get a bed. And then we got a bed for him, and that's how, and in Goa Medical College also, we had to dismantle one ward, and we had to make private wards, beds, because people were opting for different hospitals, and we had to keep that option open. Speaker Sir, Goa Medical College has not charged anybody till date. We have been giving free treatment. Chief Minister has been kind enough to see that every file pertaining to COVID management has been cleared. This government, again I am saying this government headed, government of the Bharatiya Janata Party is a sensitive government of the people and dealing with the people and ensuring that COVID management under the guidance of the Prime Minister, we take this forward. I want to come back to this vaccination, and before going back to the vaccination, I would also like to share that when Cleophas came to Goa Medical College, he saw the change that was brought in Goa Medical College. A lot of legislators got COVID. My own parents got COVID and who also got treatment in Goa Medical College. It's not that I'm harping something as a health minister here and giving my parents treatment in some other private hospital. No. They got treatment with the same nurses, same doctors, which everybody got. And today they are recovering. My mother has become negative. Father is yet to become negative. But what happens is that you should believe in the services that are provided to the citizens of the state of Goa by setting an example yourself. Chief Minister got COVID. He recovered. After you experience it, you understand what it is. It is not something that is easy. Now, today is the 27th day. I am talking about my parents. And 27th day, one is negative, one is still positive. And with the age, one has to be very careful. And also, I would like to congratulate the Chief Minister for having agreed and having launched a self-isolation kit which was given to several people, which helped with more than 118 doctors dealing with all these people and MPHW and our ANMs, phoning them, telling them how the saturation has to be collected. Each and every aspect we have dealt with, and we have tried to save the people's lives and people of the state of Goa. Speaker Sir, I myself didn't know what IL-6 was. I myself didn't know what D-dimer was. I myself didn't know what saturation levels were. I didn't know most of the terminology that generally one speaks. Over a period of this year, I think Honorable Chief Minister, myself, and the discussions that were happening constantly through all across the state of Goa, all our doctors in all the PHCs, CHCs did a phenomenal, excellent job. It's easy to criticize. My friend Reginald said there's no oxygen. I don't agree with him. I think he should correct his facts. He's a good friend of mine, but always factually wrong. And another thing is that people who experience these type of facilities, experience, or then also many of my colleagues in the opposition have seen how people have come. Luckily, we have saved few people's lives, and some people have slipped out of our hands. Speaker sir, today when speaking of COVID-19, I think Goa has done a phenomenally good job. Our systems are well alert. We had tourism. We are not going to become another Dubai, but definitely we had tourism, and we are ready to deal with any kind of situation, and we have that many bed capacities available with us. Everywhere, Speaker sir, the countries, there is a small video which you should also see and share it with all the members of the House, where UK channels were talking about India hiding facts and India becoming a catastrophe. In the US, channels were saying that India is not sharing facts, not sharing the right numbers, and it's going to become a health catastrophe. But unfortunately, it is the US that has become a disaster, and UK has become a bigger disaster than the US. Today, as we speak, Speaker sir, my own daughter was in New York and in Boston, and many of my colleagues know, we were busy chatting. It was very difficult to get even a 3-layer mask. The doctors, Goa government is now going to sign an MOU with Yale University of Global Health. We are also approved by the Chief Minister to sign an MOU with the University of Miami. And the whole idea, those doctors mentioned that we did not have 3-layer masks. You leave about 3-layer masks. We did not have any kind of mask available. My daughter came the last day before Qatar Airways shut. There was no mask available in any pharmacy or any store anywhere in Boston. I got it from a friend of mine who's a medical director of a ICU. And that also I got 4 masks. That way India was much better. And we have not made any PPE less. Somebody talked about PPEs and other things, but this government has ensured that PPE and gloves, masks, each and everything is made available even to the outsourced worker. Quality of food also is much better than any other part in the country. And that's how we have moved forward with the support of the Chief Minister. I would also like to say, Speaker sir, that somebody raised the question of this is actually a congratulatory motion. We all need to congratulate the Prime Minister on the initiative taken, but Goa, we have already received more than 23,500 doses initially and 18,000 doses initially. Speaker sir, Government of India is following a protocol. Already 7 centers are only identified by us, not us, by the Government of India. We have to upload these names on the central portal. Now we have added another 2. And I'm sure in the next couple of days they'll give us flexibility, so we'll increase the number of centers so that more and more people we are in a position to give them injections. And give them this protective injection which is AstraZeneca's Covishield. All the injections that have come to Goa, vaccines that have come to Goa are only AstraZeneca's Covishield. So nobody need worry. At the moment what we are getting as far as Goa is concerned, Goa's quota, we are getting only Covishield for the people. But definitely, Speaker sir, there are multiple technologies that are at play. There are companies like Covaxin, which is an attenuated virus. Covishield is a spike protein vector technology vaccine, which people say has got a longer immunity. So basically, all these efficacy and all, only time will tell us. At the moment, this is what is available with us. The Prime Minister of the country, Shri Narendra Modi ji, has taken this forward and has worked hard on managing of COVID all over the country by guiding us from time to time, giving us the support that we require. Financial rules also have been changed from the time to time so that the states can borrow more in order to fight COVID-19. And on this occasion, on the floor of the House, I would like to congratulate the Honorable Prime Minister for this type of Herculean task that has been taken of vaccination and providing a protective vaccine right from the sweeper to everybody. And here, Speaker sir, there is no question of manipulation. The dose is given by name. You cannot select who you want to give the vaccine to. And the first person to get it here were our outsourced worker, which was a sweeper. So as a result of it, Speaker sir, there has to be some amount of controls, and the same controls are being followed in UK and in US. It's very difficult. However rich you cannot access the vaccine. Until all these layers are complete, it will not be available in the open market as of now. Speaker sir, I would like to thank you for giving me time to speak on the congratulatory motion. I would like to thank my Chief Minister and the party for having given me an opportunity to be a Minister of Health, experience this whole pandemic, work in the pandemic. All of us work together. Every legislator work together. And actually, at a time when we have to congratulate the Prime Minister, we should unite as a unanimous resolution to congratulate the Prime Minister on this type of thing, because many of us have lost somebody or the other. Many of us have got COVID. Many of us have got COVID in the house. Relatives have got COVID. And I think many of us, many people who have experienced, I know my friend Sudhin Dawlikar when we spoke to each other. After all, it's humanity. There's no politics here. It's a part of family. They have all seen me grow up. There's a family relationship. And it's not only because he's Sudhin Dawlikar that you pick up the phone and you see that everybody was trying to help each other. And that's how we need to do. That's our inbuilt tendency here in Goa. We care for the people. Beyond this, I don't want to say anything, Speaker Sir. I would like to thank you and like to thank and I request everybody that pandemic is not yet over. Please take care. And most importantly is follow what norms are given, and let us today stand up in unity to congratulate the Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji. Thank you, Speaker Sir.
Deputy CM Babu Kavadekar.
स्पीकर सर, अभिनंदन ठराव जो सभाघरा फुडले आसात जे आमचे सदस्य सुभाष शिरोडकर आणि रोहन